Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Cantrell Country Travel Way Dave's Vacation Oasis. Been a while since we've done this show, but I'll chat later. Anyways, guys, somebody was just sending me some things. So, um, coming live, just talking, going to talk to you about traveling, guys, because it's, well, good thing here's some good things. Well, let me start off this way. For people that in my community that know what I've been going through with the house and probate and everything else, we're settling all that. Documents are being signed, and within a month, I will be discussing. By the end of this month, I will be discussing whether I'm staying in Florida or moving back to Michigan. Because there's still that slight possibility that I will be remaining here in Florida, just a slight. But it all comes down to a couple of things that's got to happen before I decide to move to Michigan. But if that's the case and I end up staying here, then we will be working on traveling, which means within the next several weeks I'll be looking and putting down my personal private cruise. A cruise for my family, which with them, it'll be about a couple of months before we discuss what we're going to do with them for next year. But I will be looking for my private cruise next year. So, guys, I can't be more happy. And it's things are now clicking. This to me, this is the time of year to travel. I love it. Got that Tron look behind me. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to when I can actually get back into the Disney park, which so yeah. I don't know. We're going to be traveling soon. And you know what? I may within the next couple of weeks travel over to St. Augustine. We might go do a St. Augustine. There may be a St. Augustine sighting, and we might even stop at a Buc-ee's. Might do a Buc-ee's blog. But that is the good news. Because when it comes to traveling, I mean, I don't know about anybody about you. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm falling in love with cruises, and I'm looking forward to. And one of the ones I'm looking at, and the more I'm doing the study of, right now, I'm doing training on Viking Cruise Lines. I am absolutely falling in love with a couple of their itineraries, which I will be sharing some of their itineraries soon on Instagram. On the David, I wish I could pull it up and hold on. Maybe I can hold on. Let me do one thing, guys. I'm gonna try to Gonna do one thing.
Hey, you. It's our app. All yours.
We're going to try to actually pull up the Discord, or not Discord. You're going to start seeing some things real soon on the Instagram travel way. Can't say much. It's working hard, guys, on everything. I'm doing small bits each night, obviously, because I'm a big part of my work too. I mean, I am a big part of the job right now at work, and everything's going good there. So I cannot really. I'm not gonna lie. Things are. Do, 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 do. I got 14 followers. Got to figure out how to be able to share. Oh, link copied. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pull up my thing and show. Oh, okay. Let me get you the link right now. Because I'm actually okay. Give me 1 second, Richard. It's in the mod chat. It'll be in the mod chat, Richard. Come on. Okay. Send. It's in the mod chat, Richard. I'm actually trying to get the link to come on. Now if I can get now I gotta get YouTube pulled up on this thing so I can get it into the chat over here. Switch accounts. Oh, things that I have to do. All right. Link is guys, the link and I'll put I'm gonna put it in the mod chat too, guys. Ooh, excuse me. Wrong one. Gotta do this way. I'm also gonna put this link. I think some of you guys already know what it is. This is a link to the new Travel Way over on Instagram. Can't say enough. Hopefully we'll get some people in here. It's always boring when you only have one person in here, but that's okay. It's all good. And I can talk with Richard and we can talk traveling and we may talk a little bit of cruising tonight because that's going to be honestly and truthfully the next couple of months, except for getting to my ticket to the Magical Night of Hope. We'll have Monorail Molly on Thursday, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the show. Oh, wait, that's what I did need. Hopefully we're going to have somebody. Guys, I just put in the mod chat. That is a link to the new Insta thing. You guys will be seeing some new material up there. You will be seeing some, obviously, if you really want to start seeing some things, I will be posting some stuff from Viking Cruise Lines pretty soon with brochures. I'm working on trying to get some stuff together from Royal Caribbean, trying to work on getting some stuff. And hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you guys will start seeing some stuff posted on the Disney, the Cantrell Country Travel, because here's the big picture too. If everything goes right the way I hope, I may be able to get the website up and running in a couple of months. Like I said, if there's money left over from the house and I can get what I want, there will be a little bit of extra something from it, and especially if I can move to Michigan. I mean, that'll be the big kicker. And then I can start getting everything pushed, because if I can get my things going, then we're looking good. And then there's Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Dave.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
I was actually, well, not that I have anybody in here at the moment, except me. Now you.
Now me.
Everybody else is everywhere else. I mean, I think they're still trying to recuperate from all that partying they did over the weekend.
Yeah.
Poor I know Mama D. She didn't get home till, well, it was last night when she got home yesterday. Back to her house. But I was just going for anybody that might be ninja watching or who may catch the replay. The good news, we signed all our documents. They just have to be filed, and we're going to be closing the probate. So I can legitimately now focus on getting a house. Totally.
Okay.
We got the paperwork signed and done. It just has to be filed, and the probate will be closed. And I hate to say it, I'm kind of hoping I can move back to Michigan, because if I can get a good house, there's a mobile I can get. I actually may end up saving money.
Yes.
Which means
Florida's
I might
one of the
actually
highest
have a little
states.
money set off to the side that I can get my website.
Yeah, Florida's one of the.
There's a lot of options going on right now.
Yeah, Florida does have one of the worst buy rates for a house anywhere, basically. Houses, apartments.
With Florida, though,
they're all expensive.
I'm good to go. I've already set up.
Okay.
We just had to file. Well, we'd have to do a couple of things and do a little bit of paperwork and get it going. I'm actually closer to putting a house here in Florida than I am in getting one in Michigan.
Okay. Well, I know Florida's more expensive. If you get one in Michigan, at least it's going to be cheaper.
Legitimately, here's the thing. The big thing about it is, unless I have a job.
Yeah.
Think about it. Right now, I've got a job. I'm working in my 20th year with that job. I can retire in a couple of years.
You can.
I will have over 20 some odd years. Even if I was to work another 2 or 3 years of this, really, unless my business booms and then I make the money, which it could, because then I could get now that I got the house, I can concentrate on getting the website and all that up.
Yes.
So, the thing about it is here, I've got a job. We've got everything lined up with the house to be put in. We've got all the documents. It's just redoing some of the paperwork.
Yeah, I hear you.
The only down thing is that all my family's in Michigan, and that's why we're trying to kind of push the Michigan thing.
I hear that too, because I know being by family does make people in better moods. You have a support system that way. That's the main
Mhm.
reason.
Shoot, my sister's already trying to push me out here, push me out there, push me out there. I'm talking
Yeah.
business, not because she was the one that asked how much more do I owe on the website, and I told her, I said, if I come
Yeah.
up there and I can, because what it is we can get a mobile, because we can always, if we want to buy a house later on, at least for right now, we can get a decent mobile for a certain amount, and it's a
Yeah.
pretty nice one. It would save money, and then I would be able to get my website. If I got my website open, guys, you'd be seeing me. You'd be seeing me cruise and travel. I'd be saying, "Sayonara, baby. I'm done. I'm retired. I'm on my own. I'm my own boss."
Now, here's the question, Dave. Let's say you do decide to go to Michigan. You'll have to get property, and then the place that you're going to stay at.
Well, here's the thing.
But
We'd
you
have
would
to
be
sell the
able
property
you
down
would
here.
be
We'd
able
have
to
extra money to
sell,
put on the house.
but you would be able to sell the place in Florida. Would you sell the place in Florida?
No, we'd sell what we could down here. We'd sell the property down here.
Okay, you'd sell the Florida property then.
I would sell the Florida property. Yes.
Another thought is not selling the Florida property, building a smaller house, and then rent it out.
Well,
Get
no,
money
here's the
from
thing,
that.
though. It would cost too much money to try to keep the property plus be up there.
Oh, okay.
Because we'd have to
I know
pay the property.
I know a lot of people do that over in Florida, where they basically rent out their space, rent out their property.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. No, we would just sell. We'd sell what we could, sell the property. Okay. And because actually I could put because part of that money would go to the house too. Part of it we would put away for, emergencies. Part of that money I'd be able to get my website. So
you'd get more money in a way.
There would be a better advantage to selling the property and going back to Michigan.
That's a thought.
But the good thing is, whether I'm here or whether I'm there in the next few weeks, I now can focus on getting my cruise for next year, for my private cruise.
Yes, you can.
I guarantee you, by the middle of September, I will have my personal private cruise booked.
Nice.
So I'm like, yes. Once I saw those documents in the email today, I'm like, I'm so happy. I have not been this happy in a long time. I mean, I've been happy, but this really.
Yep. Lots of things to think about. It matters on how your family.
By the way, I agree with you, because there's other ports that I do want to do cruise wise.
Yeah.
I mean,
figure out the cruise line
I really don't want to do San Francisco. I'd probably do Seattle, but I want to do. Yeah. I actually either want to do. I mean, it would have to be the one and do an Alaskan cruise or a Hawaiian.
Yeah,
cruise
that Alaska would be nice. There's only certain, cruise lines that go to Alaska. It matters on which cruise line you start to like the most. I would stick with one right now, because the more you do of one, you get more benefits if you stick with that one. Kind of like I did with Disney
one
Cruise
supplier?
Line.
Stick with one supplier?
No, not one supplier. Cruise line. If you go with enough of one cruise line, you will get points, or like Disney does, and you get, Emerald, Sapphire, whatever.
Right. Or are you talking me personally?
You personally, whatever cruise line you want to get into.
I mean, because when it comes to my clients, I have to have that offer of the different cruise lines.
Yes, you do. But no, I meant for yourself. That means you could get in there for cheaper
Yeah,
for
and
some of the later
honestly, I'm
ones.
going to be the honest, truthfully. It would depend on what I can find because I'm
Oh, yeah,
okay.
that's
I'm not going to
true.
lie. I'm not going to lie. The two cruise lines I'm falling in love with right now,
Yeah.
Viking and MSC.
Mm. Well, MSC is a big option. So is Royal Caribbean if you want to go
And
upscale.
MSC does cruise lines out of Seattle, I think. Maybe they don't.
Yes. It's a smaller ship. It's no big ship over here.
Maybe it's out of Canada. I don't know. I'd have to look
No,
at it.
they do it
I
out of
thought they did
Seattle,
something
and
out
it's
of.
a
I
very,
thought they did something out of Seattle.
it's
I'll have to
the,
look again on
the
MSC.
ship itself goes on the inside of all those islands in Alaska because it's such a small ship. It cannot take the big wet
Well,
waves that the
MSC
West
ships
Coast
are not
has.
that big, or the ones that they use for the
Their
Alaskan.
small ones are it's smaller than the Disney ship that goes up there.
Yeah,
The
the
MSC
MSC has
is.
smaller ones to do up there, and maybe
Yeah.
is it MSC I'm thinking of?
They don't have a big one up there. I know that.
No, their big ones are
It's
more.
all small
Their big ones
ships.
are more down in Port Canaveral,
Yep.
Miami, out of
Um,
Europe.
San Diego does have a MCL ship, and I think it's a big one.
Okay,
That's the only West Coast one you're gonna find. That's big.
probably. You're probably right. I don't know because I haven't really looked at
Yeah,
the West Coast. I mean, like I said, right now I'm looking for between now and in the middle of September. I will have
yeah,
my private one booked and start
yep.
that, and that way I can go Bayaji when I do a live stream going Bayaji, bon Bayaji.
Bon voyage. See you next month. That's what I'll be saying.
Hey, but see now you honestly though, I mean I know you've got some trips you've already got booked, but now we can start looking at seriously doing
Yeah.
something. Now by the time I know where my house is and what I'm doing, we can actually start looking at the next couple of years of what we were talking about doing a cruise somewhere.
Yep. And I know Mikey would be considering too. So that would be interesting to find all three of us on one cruise ship. Oh my gosh, we would shut it down so fast.
It just will not. The only thing is, it just will not be one with Starbucks, or I'd have to throw it overboard.
There is almost no. Wait. Let me consider that.
No,
If I remember correctly,
there is one
there
cruise
is
line that has
one.
Starbucks on them.
There is one that serves Starbucks, and that is Carnival, if I remember correctly.
No, Carnival don't.
It's not an official Starbucks, but they serve Starbucks.
Right. Well, it might not be, but Royal Caribbean, one of Royal Caribbean ships does have an official Starbucks on it.
Oh.
I don't know if they all do. But I think Royal Caribbean has one or two that has a Starbucks on it.
Okay. I know Disney is Joffrey's. That is the weirdest thing, but yes, it's all Joffrey's on the Disney cruise ships.
Yeah. Well, and you know what?
The Disney-owned coffee company.
You know what? Here's the thing. I would actually, I can't believe I'm minting this on stream, but I would actually take Starbucks over Joffrey's.
I don't drink that much coffee. Very, very.
Well,
I would not drink
it. I'm talking coffee. I'm talking like the hot chocolate and that. Because if I go, it's usually the hot chocolate. But the problem is with Starbucks, their hot is so watered down. I'm more liable. To me, I like using milk when I make hot chocolate. I like using boiled milk.
Oh yeah, and Disney does do that, but it's not at their Starbucks
And the
areas.
problem is, but you're paying a fortune. If I'm going to pay that kind of money for that, I might as well get a specialty drink from Starbucks, considering what you're paying for.
On that point, Dave, and I don't know, we're going to have to look into this for different cruise ships, but Disney cruise ships.
I heard Hulu. I do know that Hulu is in. Disney is ending the Hulu.
We heard that, yes.
Yeah, we did hear that one.
But for Disney Cruise Line, they have free hot chocolate right next to their free pop.
Well, I don't know about that, but they better have their free pizza. I want my pizza. Dang nabbit.
I don't know about pizza, but they'll still have that free hot chocolate that you
I
can
want my
nuke.
free pizza. Every other cruise line has
Free hot
pizza. I want my
chocolate.
pizza.
Hot chocolate.
Hey, I can go with the hot chocolate, but just give me my pizza too.
I don't know because I haven't really
bring
researched
Cherie's
that.
husband James in here. He'll agree with me now.
I know he will, and I know there is some Disney cruise ships that does have the pizza, but not every single Disney cruise ship has that pizza. Not every single one. We're gonna have to figure out which ones that is. That has the pizza, and then it's only available not 24/7. It's only when that store's open.
It's reference. Well, I don't know about that, Christian. And honestly, right now we're actually on here. We're talking about more like traveling because, I mean, I know Richard, like me, we love to travel.
Yeah, and for anyone that is wondering, anyone that has seen it, Disney Plus does have the Hulu tab already. So
yeah, well they're getting ready to
when they
get rid
close
of
the Hulu down, what they'll do is they'll transfer the content over to Disney Plus.
They're actually, the crazy thing of it is with Disney Plus, they're getting ready. They're actually just going to get ready to replace Hulu with something. They were talking about something else.
Yes, and then if you look at it, Disney Plus already has a Hulu logo, and it has over 75% of the shows already on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
they're just going to close it down.
Yeah, but I think they were actually thinking about doing something. I think they were.
I don't know.
I think Disney Plus was going to add something strictly for like the adults.
Yes.
Type thing,
which
for the adult show. I mean, nothing bad. I'm talking about adult shows where.
So what he's talking about?
Something that I was reading somewhere, but I can't remember now.
It's the horror genre, which
I don't know if I'd be able to find the.
I don't know what article you're talking about, but Disney already owns a lot of horror genre anyway. If we're talking about an Alien franchise,
needs to focus on getting their tail. Disney needs to focus getting their tail back in together on their parks.
Well, new perks just popped up for Disney World if you have Disney Plus.
That's true. And I do got
just
Disney
as
Plus.
of like yesterday, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
But here's the big kicker too. Now that I'm getting my house, I can concentrate on getting my AP back now too.
Yep. And guess what, Dave? You get a cheaper AP discount if you have a Disney Plus service and you live in Florida.
Yep. I just got to take care of the one. I just got to take care of the past one that I had to cancel.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll kick back in if I'm still paying on it though.
I don't know. You have to talk with Disney itself, I would expect.
I don't know.
Call the Disney Pass holder hotline. You should have it if you still have your old account.
About that. Does that mean that since I'm going to pay it off anyways, does that mean I get to use it?
Don't know. It matters. I know some of them yes, some of them no, because they do not supply that service anymore for some of them.
No.
It matters on which AP you're talking about.
I mean, it's probably the bill that I'll just have to pay off. And then, no, I mean, I do know that I can pay the bill off and then I can re-get my AP. I've already talked to them about it. But I didn't ask them, if I'm paying on it, do I actually finish getting to use it?
I wish we had someone in here that could talk easily with that, and they would be talking in the chat if so.
I don't know. I would have to have somebody that I'll have to have
Yeah.
somebody that has the AP. Well, and they may not even know. I'll have to call
Or
the AP.
someone
I'll
that
have to
knows the
call the
AP
place
service
again
really
next week.
well, you know?
One good thing about my new schedule is that I work 6 to 2:30. It leaves me a couple hours or a room a couple hours to make phone calls in the afternoon when I get home.
Nice.
But so you guys finally got a 24/7 Starbucks, huh?
Yes, it's back. It was there before COVID time, and it basically they reopened it back up as of like last week, back up to 24/7. So they're starting to spring those back up.
Okay. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. No, it's not. You should see the traffic. Oh, it's so bad sometimes, right around the corner. It's not even 5 miles for me for walking to get to that place.
Hey, Mikey would be happy.
He would be. I'm not that much. I just don't really drink there that much. You know what? Fantastic filtered water.
Yeah.
That is what I go there
Well,
for.
what you were
It won't
telling
be
Mikey
every
the
day.
other day, honestly, I don't give a darn. Mikey would be impressed with that McDonald's. I know he's not big on it, but I think he
know.
would. I mean, and you
Yeah.
weren't kidding. It is the largest one.
It is, and I've been
And
there, and it's
does,
one of
and
the
the
only
fact
ones.
it's got the pizza place right in the middle of it.
Yep.
And the
And
arcade is all the arcade's all upstairs.
upstairs. The arcade is upstairs. I have seen it before. Yeah, I was up there. We went there. That is one of the only 24/7s that I know of from McDonald's. Not 24/7. They opened up at 2 a.m. That's when we were there. 2 a.m.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. I haven't been there in a few years, but
yeah, we liked it there. It's an experience. We went there obviously when there was no one there. Basically, it seems like we got to play the arcade a little bit.
But well, that's okay. But hey, I know one thing. Everybody don't want to miss the next 2 weeks on Thursday because I've got two good guests coming over the next 2 weeks on Thursday's cruise lines. And
I seen that, and I was all like,
I'm curious to see what Tinkerbell's opinion is going to be on the NCL breakaway versus SC America.
Ooh.
I gotta ask you this: your opinion. You've been on the cruise.
You know
line.
what?
What is your opinion on the problem that Icon had? You heard about it, right?
Icon of the Seas. I know. Well,
but I will tell you this:
you never know when hiccups happen.
I will say this: I saw the Star of the Seas. I'm impressed. Yeah. I'm loving the Star of the Seas too.
Yep. And then we also have Cruise America. That would be kind of cool to do something on.
Yeah.
Well, that is basically like
I'm looking at
that's Viking, but it's in the U.S.
So far, the ones that I looked at, MSC is probably one of the cheapest ones for me.
Yeah.
Even
they don't have that much.
Even cheaper than Carnival. Even cheaper than Carnival. And I believe it or not, Richard, it's for a veranda.
Yeah. A lot of people say that.
Because I will say this: I am never going back. I'm never going back to an inside stateroom. Never. It's like a Cracker Jack box. After me, Mom, and Dad were sitting. No.
Here's the thing, though. I don't really care if I have an inside or a veranda. You know why?
Why's that?
How much time do you spend in your room? I don't.
Well, Mom and Dad spent a lot of time because they ended up getting sick.
I don't. I don't spend time in the room.
Neither,
I'm out on the
honestly,
deck
neither did I. I did the show.
doing something. May it be laying in one
Mom
of those
actually, the
wonderful
first night we
chairs.
were out of sea, me and Mom actually, we did a
You
couple
get what I mean, though.
slot machines.
I'm always out doing something, not in the room. I don't care about the room except for 6 hours, roughly about
But here's my thing.
9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Well, now,
You
see,
know?
here's for me. Reason why I want the veranda is because then I can look out at the stars.
I
and
can
over the
see
ocean
you, and
at
some
night.
of them do
Because
have
now,
very
see,
good
here's the
views.
thing, and this is, you got to understand, this is coming from a sailor blood.
I
I
hear
love
you.
the smell of the fresh water at night and looking at the stars. There's something about the stars at night for a sailor. You know, it's that old. Remember the old memory line that says, "Give me a tall ship and a star to steer her by." And that's true. I mean, well, it's true. I mean, if you're a true sailor, you love to look at the stars.
Here's the cool thing, though. They on Disney cruise ship, there's some nights you don't have to stay in your room at nighttime. They open up the top deck, and they let anyone who wants to sleep up there with the night sky above your face.
There you go. Hey, that's a little bit different.
Exactly. It's almost like a sleepover in a way.
Yeah,
For adults.
that's a little bit different.
And they serve you drinks 24/7 on those 3 days.
Hey, bring me my hot chocolate and pizza at night.
You
Sleeping
got
on
hot chocolate. You can drink a.
I'll be a happy
You can
camper.
have a nice
I'll be a
non-alcoholic
happy
pina
camper.
colada.
Oh my, I tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Another thought is, I know that also on those nights, and I've seen it. You can also get pop, and that's soda pop. They have, I believe, right now it's Coca-Cola, mostly Coca-Cola brands for Disney, and yes, and then they have it so you can get that 24/7 the whole night. They already have people waiting on you. Why not just get a pop or your hot chocolate? 24/7 hot chocolate. You can have as many as you want that night.
I don't want not only the hot chocolate, but it better be 24/7 pizza too. Then I will
there
have the
has
best of
to
both
be.
worlds.
All I've got to say is, Dave, there has to be one of the Disney cruise ships that has 24/7 pizza. There has to be.
There's got to be one. I mean,
There's got to be.
Hey,
I just don't know which one it is. I don't.
24/7 hot chocolate and 24/7 pizza. I'd be a happy camper. I'd be on Disney cruises all the time.
Well, all Disney cruise ships have free hot chocolate.
Well, throw the pizza in there too, and I'll be you.
So
you
just need to we need to figure out which Disney cruise ship has free Disney pizza, and then you'll be okay. You'll be happy as a clam over there.
Oh yeah, give me my free hot chocolate and free pizza 24/7. You would have a full-time Disney cruise. Listen, I'd have a hard time getting me off the ship.
And then also, Dave, there is a thought on something called on the Disney cruise ship. It's called Goofy's Grill, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And what it is, it has grilled food. So that would mean it has hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and it is open 24/7 at times. I've seen on Disney cruise ships. So you would get your hamburger. You'd get your hamburger. It's really good. I'm talking, it's better than McDonald's. It's pretty dang good burger that you would get 24/7. That could be replacement.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we need to figure out which one has the free pizza. Hashtag free Disney pizza on cruise ships.
Let's see, tonight's Tuesday. Oh yeah, John. No, John said he's taking the night off tonight. John's not tonight.
Okay.
Pete's got his thing at 8:00. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
pretty
being
close.
careful of trying not to step over anybody, but I decided I had to come on and share the news about documents being signed.
Yep.
Now I can start focusing on doing a little bit of traveling. Hey, I may even go over to St. Augustine in the next couple of weekends
Okay.
and stop at Buc-ee's. Do me a Buc-ee's vlog. Candy.
Wait,
Buc-ee's.
you could you go down to where Mama D lives? Doesn't she live somewhat close to you? She lives in Florida, doesn't she?
The what?
Mama D. Where does she live?
Mama D's in the South Florida. She's way down there. She's Florida.
Sorry.
She's that you're talking an 8-hour drive down to her.
Well, that's a day trip. You know, a day in the life of Mama D. There you go.
That would be one day down, one day back.
Yeah. Yep.
I did tell her I was going to come down there one of these days, and I do.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I stay in Florida, I will take a day trip to go down to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I'll take a weekend and take a Friday off, travel down on Florida. I leave early on Friday morning, 8 hours, get down there by late afternoon. Hey, I can put the hammer down.
Yeah.
I just have to watch out for the po-po along the way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me go over a couple of things, guys, and then me and Richard will continue to talk.
Okay.
First of all, you guys don't want to miss, for whoever's catching. If you're ninja watching, thank you for ninja watching. If you really are, if you're looking to travel, we'll show you that in a minute. Right now, don't forget Thursday, the cruise line show. We want. She will be on here at 6 p.m. She's planning. Richard, let me ask you this: you're in the studio from the other side. Does your side allow you to share things? Does it have buttons?
No.
Not on your end, but you're on your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, that may be why yours is on the phone. She'd be using her laptop. I think you can if you're using a desktop or a laptop. Because
I looked into it. I looked into it when I was using the desktop, and it didn't allow me either a few weeks ago.
Because somebody said they could share things from the other end. When I had someone on screen one time, they said they had the same buttons at the bottom that I had. They had the reactions, to share. But that was because they were on a desktop or a laptop.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, don't forget, guys, be there at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Support Molly as we interview that. 2 weeks from Thursday, a week from Thursday, you definitely will want to be here for this. Tinkerbell will be back, and we'll be having a good show with Tinkerbell. And it'll be fun to watch with Tinkerbell. With that, also, guys, if you should see the link to the new Instagram, Cantrell Country Travel Way, guys, go click on that. Follow over there. You guys will, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see brochures of MSC, brochures from I'm going to be starting to put things that will kind of draw and start explaining some of the suppliers I use and give you some things. I'm going to be trying to create some of my own commercials for the different like Disney. I'm just trying to figure
Okay.
out how it all plays out with the copyright thing. So, but within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you guys will start seeing more stuff on the thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm encouraging some people to try to get their travel pictures onto my Discord, which the link for Discord, if you want to join the Discord, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. I'm really trying to, here's my thing, guys. I'm really trying to use my social media stuff really good right now. And push the social media out. Speaking of social media, we will be back in 1 minute, Richard, and then we'll continue talking cruises. How's that sound?
Maybe. We'll see. I think I might be going out.
Oh, you got to go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, well, thanks for popping in.
Yeah, no problem.
But anyways, for those that are watching, thank you for watching. But right now, I am my name for you guys. If you're new to my channel, I am David Cantrell. I am the agent and owner of the Cantrell Country Travelway. I do domestic travel. I do cruise lines. I do exotic traveling. No matter what you're seeking, I can't help you find it. Whether you're planning or whether you have an itinerary and you need help making reservations to make your trip magical, allow me to be the one to help you. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travelway. It's Cantrell Country's Travelway, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the ports to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travelway, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
All right, welcome back, guys. Yes, so if you guys are my name is Dave Cantrell. You can reach out to me through the links. Again, here's the banners, guys. This is my business email. Reach out to me through my business email if you're willing. But thank you for Jason. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. For all those that are watching, thank you for being here. And here, this is my link to my travel leaders. If you guys copy that down and paste that into your search bar, that will take you to my travel leaders agent profile. It will tell you a little bit more about the Cantrell Country Travelway, about what some of the suppliers I use, places I've traveled, reviews from customers that I've helped. You can click on it or copy that, and obviously if you copy that, then you'll be able to, well, you might have to write it down and then copy it. Yeah, I saw that, Richard. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, so there, guys, there's that. And I've already showed again. We can go back to chat. But it is good to see you, Richard. Paul. Jeez. Oh no, I leave that to all you club dancers. I'm in a video game, okay? This is like that Tron video game. I'm in that arcade experience. Traveling. I'm in the arcade traveling experience. No, you are not going to see a disco dancing bobblehead of me. But good to see you in, Paul. How is Stephanie? How is she prepared for her kids to come back yet? We've actually had 2 good days of school, no troubles, no issues so far with the kids back. Still got the rest of the week to go, but hopefully we can get through this first week with the kids and no issues. But it is good. Good evening, Paul. I will tell you this, Paul and Jason, you guys weren't here. I know Richard came in when I was talking to him. The good news, guys, is we signed the paperwork tonight to end the probate. We just got it. The paperwork's got to be filed, and then the probate will be done. And I can, as of now, I can actually start focusing on getting the house, either putting the house back here in Florida, which there's still a possibility that I still may end up staying in Florida. There's still that small possibility. You just built her a storage cabinet? Well, there you go. See, even when you're retired, you're not retired, Paul. But yeah, but for you and Jason that came in, I can actually now, I'm still hoping for Michigan, but there is a possibility that I may have to stay in Florida. Because if I can't find a job up there, then obviously I need to stay with the house, with the job down here that I've gotten 23 years in with. Then I would just work another 2 or 3 unless my business takes off. But the good thing is I would hopefully within the next couple of months, I can get my website up and running. Now that this is all finished, and you guys will really, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward for the next couple of months. Though, keep it. Well, tell the boss you need time off so you can help with the kid, give the kids the world. Hey, next month is September. You got to tell her to let you ease up on you so you can help with give the kids the world fundraiser. I got to get that going again. Got us working on that. Also, guys, Paul and Jason, I don't know if you saw it in the mod chat. I put the mod chat for the Cantrell Country Travelway page. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start seeing brochures of MSC, Viking, Royal Caribbean. You're going to start seeing some advertisements that I'll be creating. I'll be creating some advertisements to put on that. So if you scroll back to the top of the chat, you will see the link for that. If you are not following me there, please click on that link. And then pinned at the top of the chat, guys. Again, if you're not part of the Discord, you guys want to see what I'm being certified in. I'm adding all the certifications that I'm doing for my suppliers. There's going to be pictures of my certifications in the Discord, Cantrell Country Travelway Discord. So I encourage you to go check them out. Because I will tell you this, within the next month and a half, you guys will hear me starting to talk about my cruise. Because I will be getting ready to put money down on a cruise and setting my first private cruise for me for next year. So that's how much good news has happened today. I have, so you can tell Stephanie, please tell her I have been praying, and you can see things are starting to work slowly, but it's not according to my time, it's according to the God. And he must have felt I've had enough and let it all come through today. And yes, at the end of this week, I will be getting my tickets for the Magical Night of Hope. So yep, it really is good. Guys, again, for you guys that are coming in, guys, please don't forget. I know Paul, Jason, he does, and it's slowly coming. He's slowly revealing it, Paul. Obviously, with the paperwork we got today and us signing it, it's a start. Now, as to whether it'll be here or Michigan, that hasn't been revealed. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I'll be looking forward to being able to shake your hand and hopefully get a hug from Stephanie. Because it's been a long waiting time to being able to meet you two. But again, please don't forget to come and support Molly on Thursday. Tell Stephanie thank you. I've had my attitude and I've had my depression and I've had my ups and downs. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a rough year, and it's over a year now because the Hurricane Debbie happened just inside of October or just inside of August of last year. So it's officially been over a year. So it's been a long, hard process, but we're making it, and we'll get it together. But yes, I will, but definitely looking forward to seeing you and Stephanie at the Magical Night of Hope. Obviously, I missed all you guys not being able to be there at Baltimore, Maryland meetup this weekend. That kind of sent me into depression, but getting to see you guys on Saturday night and y'all come hanging out on my stream, that was pretty cool. That made it for a good night after watching you guys have a great time with the cocktail and karaoke. Guys, this is the type of traveling I'm talking about. I mean, we're talking a lot of friends that are in my Disney community that travel to Disney. They travel to other places. I'm looking forward to helping a couple of people when they're ready to go on their cruise. Just saying. Hey, even I'm getting ready to go on my cruise. Yeah, that was fun. And I don't know what that whole Debbie, I don't know what they did to you, poor Paul, but That was. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. I hope you're getting ready for school. I can honestly say we've had 2 good days of no issues with the kids so far this week. Because our kid. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, you're killing me, Lynchburg. Oh, I still want to go back. I want to go catch a Flames football. We got to. You know what? You, me, and you did. You sure did, Paul. Me, you, and Paul need to look at a Flames game and go catch a Flames game. I've got family I can come up and see that live near Galax, Virginia, that is a couple hours west of Lynchburg. Besides, it'll give me a chance to go to the Appomattox Courthouse, do some traveling for the Appomattox Courthouse. We need to look at doing a Flames game. Maybe not this year, but maybe for next year, Lord willing. Maybe we can look at doing a Flames game for next year. If we can schedule a same time weekend. Because I love Liberty. I just can't believe how much Liberty has changed over the years from when I was a student and I was the old man on campus staying in the dorm. Remind me to tell you, trust me, remind me to tell you and Paul the story of me staying in the semester in the dorm, and I was probably the oldest one in the dorm. And and that was being at the age of 30. You want to talk about feeling like a grandpa? And I was young. I wouldn't do it now. But it was fun. I got to admit, it was fun. I mean, I know things have changed, and I know they changed things the way they did it because they actually kind of changed things the way they did it when I was there. It's 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes east on 460. Yeah, it's 45. Yep. Oh, I know it's not far. It's about 45 minutes east off of 460 east of Lynchburg. I know because I got pulled. Let's see, what was it? About 30 or 40 miles west of Appomattox. I think I got pulled over by a state Virginia trooper because I was going too fast. One year, me, mom, and dad we stopped in Lynchburg, and we ended up going. I was going to somebody's lead foot was pushing the gas pedal. I don't know whose, but somebody's lead foot was kind of pushing. I think it was 50, 55 miles, I think, and I was doing about 65, 70. Oh, I've got a few good stories I can tell you and Stephanie when being at Lynchburg. Yeah, I got pulled over. Oh, Stephanie, I am so, oh my goodness. Congratulations. 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 Yeah, I got pulled over. What can I say, Paul? It's not the first ticket. Shoot, I was doing 90 in what was it? When I was in Kentucky one year, I got pulled over in Kentucky, Paul, doing 90 in 55. Well, hopefully you weren't doing too fast, Stephanie. I don't do it as much now, but I can have I can have a tendency of having a lead foot. I know. Paul, you were probably sitting there cracking up right now. Knowing you, you're probably sitting there cracking up right now, being a former deputy sheriff. Well, hey, if you do it, you get caught. That's the consequences. Had to get wait a minute, had to get a lawyer. Why'd you have to get a boy? You got a more interesting story than I do. Mine I didn't even get a tip. Virginia let me off. They said slow it down. I actually got pulled over in Georgia too one year for doing. And I actually got pulled over in Georgia for speeding too. So I got lucky. I got lucky in Georgia. I was able to get out of the one in Georgia. I was able to get out of the one out of Virginia, but I did not. You can retire for yeah, you can flash a retired badge. Well, you needed to be there 2 years ago for Stephanie. Where were you 2 years ago? She needed your badge so she could get out. Well, that wasn't, but 19 miles an hour is not. So Stephanie, I was doing 95 and a 65 mile zone in Kentucky. 95 and a 65. So you're 19 miles an hour. Now I wasn't doing that bad. I was doing maybe 10 to 15. I think I was doing maybe 10 to 15 over in they did, but I was able to use my smooth talking. I was able to use my charms and charm my way out of it. And trust me, I slowed down after that. So yeah, I got out of the one. They didn't ticket me in Georgia. They didn't ticket me in Virginia. I was able to get, but I did. Kentucky can forget it. They, doing 95 in a 65 mile an hour zone. That's 30 miles. They could have got me for that, Paul, but they didn't. I got lucky. Yeah, I admit it. Yeah, they could have got me for reckless driving, but they didn't. I think they actually were nice. The troopers were actually nice and only rode it for about 15 to 20 miles an hour over in Kentucky. But the thing about it is, here's the thing. That's what the traffic was doing. The traffic was moving heavily. Oh, Stephanie, I am so sorry. Well, I guess you don't speed anymore, I'm betting. Because I was going to tell you what, after that many close calls and the one ticket, I speed a little bit, but I keep it 5 to 10 miles, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour over. But then I base it on what is the traffic doing and how is the traffic flowing. That's what I did, Paul. And here's the thing. I was nice to him. I admitted what I did. I talked to him, and like I said, if it wasn't because of the amount of speed that I was doing, now they didn't write me for the 30 over. They only did like 15 miles over. So he cut me a break in Kentucky. Well, sometimes, unfortunately, I hate to say it, sometimes even being super nice, Stephanie, it don't work. It just depends on the cop. The cop could have been having a bad day. He just might have wanted to get something. Paul's in the chat, so I don't want to say any joke that I usually say, and that's usually and I'm sure Paul has heard the running joke about they're trying to meet their quota every month. They get to a certain time of the month, then they have to meet their quota for writing tickets. I'm sure you probably have heard of that. I'm sure you probably have heard that long running joke, right, Paul? Yeah, I mean, but that's what you told Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it depends on what kind of day the cop's having. Unfortunately, it yeah, no quota. I told you, but it's have you ever heard that joke, Paul? I know you guys never. I know they didn't have quarters, though. A lot of people swear people swear by it that the cops have quarters. They don't. I mean, I went through the police academy, so I know the cops don't have a quota. They don't have no quota. I agree. I joke about it, and I went through the police academy. I know you didn't. It's always just been one of those one long run. It's always been that one long running joke though. But it goes back to here's the legit thing. Treat the cops nice. Most of them will, they might let you off with a warning or write you for something less. Like I said, I got lucky. Like I said, Stephanie, you got busted in Virginia. I got busted in Kentucky. Like Paul said, they could have gotten me for reckless driving, doing 30 over in a 65. He only wrote me for about 15. Oh, he because I was so nice and I admitted my wrongdoing, and I admitted I was trying to keep up with the traffic. Because of it, he was nice enough. Still had to pay the ticket, but it was less of a fine because he only wrote it for 15 over. So, in some ways, it does it. Like Paul said, you treat them nice. A lot of times they'll go a lot easier on you. Doesn't mean you're going to get out of the ticket necessarily, but they may go easier on you. Boy, I guarantee you, we'll have, when we meet up, I guarantee you, we're probably going to have lots of fun stories to talk about. I definitely look forward to meeting you two in person. Yeah, you guys got discretion, Paul. Yeah, I mean that's legitimately, and I wasn't fighting it. I wasn't fighting it. Legitimately, the one that I got in Kentucky, he could have, I could have gotten arrested and ticketed for reckless driving. But because I admitted it and I was, I followed his directions and I was polite, he reduced it. He reduced it so that yes, you guys got discretion, sir, for some, because what he could have got me for, he reduced, he only nailed me for like 15 over. So I paid like I think it was $165 fine back then in Kentucky for that. So I got lucky. But it's the way I treated them. It's the way I did things. And so obviously I got a good cop that day that, because of the way I was acting and following his orders, he cut me a slack. I mean, I still respect for people in law enforcement. You guys put your lives on the line every day. But yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. And boy, I just got some funny feeling we're gonna have some good stories to share. But yeah, I can guarantee you guys will see me come. You guys will see me come Magical Night of Hope. So oh, holy mackerel. I better let everybody go. I didn't even think I was gonna go this long. And that's right, Paul. And personally, I appreciate everything you've done in law enforcement and firefighting. Thank you for your service to this country that very few people can either do or want to do. So thank you for your service. And Stephanie, congratulations to your daughter on her engagement. So with that, guys, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I was going to say, guys, don't forget to go over, if you're Disney people, go over to Pete's channel right now. Tell them I sent you over from your travel. Tell them that you're traveling from one country into his Disney show. Sent by me personally. You're welcome. And we'll see you guys. Don't forget about Thursday, guys. Please try to be here if you can to support Jen. Oh, thank you, Paul. I mean, I was just in the reserve, so I mean, it wasn't like it was nothing like I did anything big, but anyways. Yep. So we'll see everybody on Thursday when we have fun with Molly. All right. So let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find your magical vacation. Oh, thanks, Paul. All right, we'll see y'all on Pete's channel. I'll be over there in a few minutes, as soon as I wrap up here. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Even I didn't expect to go that long. We got talking about tickets and all the fun. So make sure you go over to Pete and tell him we're traveling from one show to another on a cruise. Let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find your magical vacation. Night, guys.